Hello everyone, it is Nick from Five Realm Cards here, and today we have got another Streets of New Capenna collector booster box. We don't often do two collector boxes sort of as close as what we have done with these two, just because of stock amounts, but we are going to have to be taking a little break from videos. We are relocating. Hopefully we'll have a much better studio, better stock room, just be able to deal with the online shopping aspect of things. We're also working on something in the background. All I can say is Moxfield-esque. Obviously more information will be released as we get there, but for now we've got 12 collector booster packs of Streets of New Capenna to open, and we've also got the Gallagher's European or UK, one of the two, I think it's the UK promo card. Obviously we've got a stack of those, so there's not really much in the way of value there, so let's start opening some packs. And two mentions before we start: Ledger Shredder and Professional Facebreaker have been climbing the ranks of valuable cards. Ledger Shredder is in the top 5 of top value standard cards in the set. So as always, we'll just do the first few, nice and slow, just so we can look at all of the amazing artwork in this set. We do say, the art gets better and better. Full art foil lands are great, and the uncommon alternate frames. And our first rare is Obscura Interceptor, just a standard foil, and I've never seen that person's face in there before. Hey, look at that. We've got Storm of Forms for Commander card. We've got Corpse Explosion for the full art, and Toulouse for the sort of gilded frame, but obviously it's not gilded foil. But we do have Rafine, Scheming Seer, in the gilded foil treatment. We pulled one of these in the last box. Obviously we'll pop that one down there, get a little bit of shine from the lights there. Pack one okay. It's not the value we'd want to see in a pack like this. Obviously any card with a value of £2 or more will pop up. There aren't any commons or uncommons that are up at that price, nothing like Expressive Iteration from Strixhaven. I think the closest we'll get is an offer you can't refuse, but I think that's only about 40 or 50p, something like that, so nothing of any particular value. But even these sort of, I think that's just regular foil or etched foil, but none of those have got particular value. So our first rare is Cut of the Prophets. We've got Angelo the Painter, which we got out of our last box as well, but obviously we only got the standard frame. This is the full art frame, so it must have come out of a set box actually. We've got Getaway Car for our full art, and we've got the Halo Fountain. A lot of talk online about how good or how overrated this card is. Obviously it's a fun card to play with, wouldn't necessarily go over the top with it. And we've got Rigo, Streetwise Mentor, as our gilded foil at the back. That's 2 gilded foil cards. Obviously there's nothing in here that's of necessarily particularly high value. The Halo Fountain might be the best, but I still don't think it's worth that much. And we will just start to skip through these to get to the land, and obviously we know all the good stuff is behind this. And we've got Broker's Ascendancy in the standard foil. We've got Bellowing Mauler for our full art commander card. We have Structural Assault. Oh. And we tried so hard not to ruin any of those cards, and I ruined it at the end. So we've got Incandescent Area. And we've got a foil full art Professional Facebreaker. That's probably going to be up there-ish. Facebreaker is about a £5, so that might be a bit more. So we will, as always, not have some sleeves lying around and only have a few. Pop this one in a little sleeve just to look after it for now. So that's 3 packs down, a quarter of the way through the box already. We're looking for those new Trilands. We're looking for Obnixlers. We're looking for anything etched foiled. And we've got Gilded, Font of Hope. Don't think there's much value there, a couple of quid maybe. We've got Cephalid Face Taker. Cephalid Face Taker even. We've got Arcane Bombardment for our full art. And we've got Maestro's Diabolist. And we've got a full art one at the back. We've got Extraction Specialist. Moving on. What we're on to now, pack 5. And we've got Hostile Takeover. Seen a few of those recently. The card, not actual hostile takeovers. Flawless Forgery for our commander card. We've got Cut Your Losses for the full art. And we've got Urabrask Heretic Praetor. And the alternate printing, but it's not a foil or anything. I think that's just a standard foil at the back of Ognis. We will put Urabrask in a sleeve for now. I don't know how much it's worth. Obviously, if we come across something I know is more valuable, we're running out of sleeves, so I feel like I should have come to work a bit more prepared today. And there we go. An off you count fuse. Obviously, it's like 60p or something. But we're going to start this off with an unlicensed hearse. No, an unlicensed hearse. There we go. And we've got Oscar Rubbish Reclaimer, which is one of the not face commanders, but the alternative commander for one of the precons. Obviously, it's only 2 colours, so you'd have to rebuild around this. You wouldn't be able to use it out of the box. Evolving Door and Evelyn. And we've got Jaxis full art in the foil. So I feel like this box is quite favourable to red full art cards, which isn't proving helpful as everything we want is multicoloured. But hey ho. Alright. And we've got Vivian of the Hunt, our first Planeswalker, I believe. Vivian is there in value, and I think it's worth more than Urabrask. So unfortunately, Urabrask is going to be demoted. And we're going to have a little sleeve for Vivian. Oh, I don't even know what these piles are doing anymore. Spellbinding Soprano for our commander card. We've got Rabble Rousing for people seem to be quite enjoying that at the moment. We've got Maestro's Ascendancy in the alternate frame, but obviously it's not foil or gilded. And we've got a fuller foil Parnassi from the Commander set. I don't know how much this is going to be worth, but full art foil mythic is usually something, so we'll pop a little sleeve on there. Down to the last 5. We haven't seen any of the Triland yet. We haven't seen any of Nixilis. We haven't seen any, hideaway stashes. Bootlegged stash. I mean, it's been nice to look at. I mean, you can't say this art and foiling isn't nice to look at, but not really what we're here for, is it? So, Structural Assault. Scepter of Celebration. Shakedown Heavy. And there we go. Jetmir's Garden for our first full art Triland. That's probably the most valuable thing we've pulled out so far. And we've got a Spiteful Repossession for our foil. Out of sleeves, bear with me. And I'm back. There we go. Oh yeah, it's probably, like I say, probably the most valuable thing we've pulled out so far. And it's probably a tenner, maybe. So when these boxes are 210 quid or 220 quid, a £10 card isn't what you want to see. So, Sanctuary Warden. We've pulled a couple of these recently as well, so I don't think there's that much value in that. We've got Styrics, the legendary Phoenix. You can now do Phoenix Tribal if you would like. We've got a Reservoir Kraken. And we've got Jetmir itself. In the alternate art, that etched or gilded would have been much nicer. And we've got Scheming Fence. That has a bit of value to it. I'm not sure how much it's worth now. Obviously, if it's more than £2, it'll pop up on the screen. But yeah, 3 packs left, and we've hit 1 Triland. Right. Just have to try and commit more to this. Right, we've got Unleash the Inferno. Family's Favour. Fight Rigging. Ah, there we go. Zeotora's Proving Ground, which kind of suits with the Fight Rigging for our second alternative art. And we've got, that's a etched foil Ob Nixilis. That's the exact thing that we were looking for. This, something I'm going to find out how much it's worth right now whilst we're talking. This Ob Nixilis in etched foil is £160. That's going to have smashed the box. This is something we do want to be taking care of. There we go. Popping that off there on his own. I know you can only just see him on the screen there, but we know he's there. Well, that's changed the box. That's 2/3 of the box in one card. Obviously, we've got to sell the card yet, and then there's people that want to buy it, but that's what the value's coming out at. Oh, I've got excited now. Let's take a minute, have a breath. Right. We've got Errant, the street artist. We've got Turf War. There's probably plenty of those going on with the 5 families. We've got Galagritas. Obviously, with it being the box topper, they're all over the place. And another Hostile Takeover. And for our foil, we've got another foil full art mythic. Kit Kanto is, I believe, the face commander for one of the decks. Obviously a full art foil alternative is much nicer to have in the deck. Right, last pack. Let's see what we've got. I've got two of the same. We've got Evelyn in her standard art. We've got Life of the Party. We've got Black Market Tycoon. Void Rend. I think that's up there in the value somewhere. Obviously the alternative art might pop up. And a full art wiretapping to end the video. Obviously I was hoping to, don't know where the full arts go there. I was hoping to hit, you know, either a Ledger Shredder or, well, we hit a Professional Facebreaker. Only hitting two of the lands, it's not ideal. But obviously we've got this, you know, 150, 60, 70 pounds worth of card. And that's most of the way towards the box, so that is the champion of the box, probably one of the best cards we've drawn ever. And I hope you've enjoyed this video, and like I say, it's going to probably be Commander Legends before we release a new video, sort of early mid-June. But if we can get one in before, then we will do. So yeah, hopefully we'll catch you in the next one. So bye for now.